Hi, welcome back to the channel. And if you are stopping by for the first time, thanks for being here. I am going to do my first official vlog today, my friends, and you're going to come along with me for that journey. And I thought to kick it off, I would do my very first vlog and take you thrifting with me. Because I am such a lover of thrifting, secondhand fashion, vintage clothing as the owner of a vintage clothing business, and also a lifelong lover of, personal style and fashion. So I'm going to take you thrifting so you can kind of see, what my process is like when I'm sourcing things for my business. And we're also going to stop into a couple of my favorite vintage stores where I like to shop for things for myself. Because I have done a couple of styling videos already for the channel, and I've realized that I'm really lacking in a couple of items in my closet. So I want some pants that aren't jeans. I have a lot of different styles of jeans, but no actual like pants. And I'm thinking like kind of fun, like cargo pants or, maybe a cool pair of khakis, something in that vibe. And then also I'm looking for some fitted tops for myself. I love oversized things. I have a ton of oversized men's shirts. I have a ton of more blousey things in my closet, but I don't have a lot of things that actually are more fitted. So I'd like to find a couple of those things for myself today. So yeah, I'm going to take you along. Thrifting is, it is one of those things where you're either going to hit or it's probably going to be a miss. But that's just the way it goes. You win some, you lose some, but hopefully today we're going to win. And I'm ready. I'm taking you to Jackson, Tennessee, which is about an hour from Memphis. I do a lot of shopping locally. Obviously, I do a lot of thrifting locally, but sometimes I like to go on a little road trip. And so we're doing that today. I've got my iced coffee ready to go. I've got my podcast queued up. I've got snacks. I've got my water. So let's hit the road. Okay, this is one of those oversized plaid shirts, these vintage shirts that I'm obsessed with, but I have too many of these in my closet, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take this one home. Okay, and so one area of the thrift store that I will never skip is the outerwear. And it doesn't matter what time of year it is because I'm always looking for outerwear for my business, but I am obsessed with outerwear as a person. So I never skip on the outerwear. So I'm going to take a quick breeze through the outerwear section here and see what I can find. Okay, it is very busy in the thrift store. So I'm going to do just as much filming as I can in here. But look, I did find this really great, I think it's like late 1970s or early 80s purple trench coat, you guys. I mean, it is so cute. I'll have to decide whether I'm going to keep it or sell it at Kimmy's Killer Vintage. But as you can see from my basket, I am finding some good stuff. So once I go through the rest of the store, I will kind of go through everything, decide what I'm going to keep or, leave here. But the filming is hard in here. It's so busy. Okay, I've made my rounds through the whole store and I've found a few pair of pants, but City Thrift, where I'm at now, does not have a fitting room. So, but I do want to try those on because they're possibly for me. So my little hack for that is when I know I'm going to be thrifting and they're not going to have a fitting room for me to try on things, I just wear my workout leggings and a very fitted tank top. And that way I can try on clothes over my tight workout clothes. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to pop these pants on and see how it goes. Okay, I am done with the store and now it's time to decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to leave here. And as you can see, my basket is full to the brim. I don't know why I get these small baskets. I try I try to do that every time, and it's just I should just get the big basket. But I'm gonna whip through these really quickly and then I'm gonna head out of here. Okay, I'm back in my car, and that little trip to the city thrift took me way longer than I expected. I was in there over 2 hours, but I did find some great stuff. And don't worry, I'm going to show you all the goodies that I got, but I'm going to wait till the end of the video and do like a little show and tell. And because it took longer than I thought, I just headed to this little vintage store that I love here in town called the Lost Reserve. I took a quick run in there, just looked quickly, and I'm really excited because I did find a piece that has been on my wish list for a while. It's not necessarily something I was looking for today, but it just appeared and I was really excited. It was a great price. So I will show you that later. And now I'm parked downtown Jackson and we're headed into another little vintage store that I love here called the 906. So I will take you in there and so you can check it out with me. Let's go. Okay, it is the next morning, and yes, I did wake up like this, literally. So I did put some clothes on for you guys, but your girl's not camera ready yet, but that's okay. So yesterday did not go quite as planned. It was an adventure to say the least. I had some technical difficulties with some equipment. My little Mindy tripod, one of the legs broke off, and I had some battery issues, and all that to say, it was my first time filming in the wild and, out in public. So it was interesting, but it was fun and I'm glad I did it. And I did get some excellent things at the thrift store yesterday, along with a couple other goodies for myself at the vintage stores that I visited. So I am going to show you those things. So let me get some coffee, nectar of the gods, and make myself a little more presentable. And then I'll show you what I got. Back, I've got everything organized on the rack and we're going to go through what I grabbed yesterday at the thrift store. And as I mentioned earlier, the majority of this was sourced for my vintage clothing business, but there are some things that I will be keeping for myself for a while at least. So let's get into it. This dress is from the 70s. It is so good. It is red with this kind of little Asian vibe around the collar, and it's got a matching belt and the wrap detail. And so this video will be coming out, I think, the day after Valentine's, but this would be the perfect little Valentine's Day dress, whether you're going out with your sweetie or you're going out with your girls. I mean, I just love it. It's so cute. And this is another one. Now, this isn't, I don't think this is vintage, but I loved it. And this is one that I might keep for myself for that more fitted blouse look, that I said I was looking for. And also it's really feminine and I love it. It's a semi-sheer and it's just so flowy. I might you know, you can either, I love the detail in the back, like it's kind of open, and you can even unbutton this and you could leave this unbuttoned as well if you wanted that looser feel. And I'll just throw some sort of fun bralette underneath it probably. Another one for the business, I can never pass up like an embroidered vintage sweater. It's that whole cottagecore aesthetic. I love it. But this is probably from the 60s and somebody hand embroidered those sweet flowers. She'll need a bath, and I'll kind of go over this one with the sweater shaver just to kind of get rid of some of the peeling and give her a new life. Oh, this, my friends, this is so cute. This is a black lace bolero jacket that would just be so cute dressed up, or you can wear it with jeans and a little white tank. Like, somebody is going to be lucky who grabs this. It's so cute. I love this sweater. This one is probably from the 90s. It's boiled wool, but it's 100% wool. It's got that, you know, kind of bold wool texture, and then these fun little like flower details, kind of these little popcorn flower details, and I love the length of it. I just think it's a really fun layering piece. Oh, and okay, your girl can never resist any kind of like white or ivory lace collar blouse. Like, I love the romantic vibe of that, you know, kind of that Victorian era. But this one is so cute. I'm guessing this one is probably from the 70s, but I love the collar on this. So awesome. And then when I was out yesterday, in my mind, I was already kind of thinking about like an idea for a, you know, small kind of spring capsule collection. I have a booth here in town at an antique mall where I also sell my vintage clothing. So I like to kind of showcase one small rack of like a little collection for each season. So with that being said, I started kind of putting this together yesterday as I was out, and it's going to be kind of like a really cute pastel, like fun, like lightweight fabrics, like collection. So this is a little pastel plaid tank, and it's linen, and it buttons up the back, and it still has like the tag on it from Steinmart, and this one's probably from like the 90s. So cute. And in that collection, I'll also do this really beautiful pink silk shirt, Casual Corner. Do you guys remember Casual Corner? Oh yeah, baby. And this I absolutely adore. It's kind of this lightweight linen-y blazer in these fun kind of pastel colors, and it's also like a plaid. But it does have some stains. I don't know if you can see like on the shoulders, but you know, I've been doing this long enough to know, like when I look at an item, I can kind of tell whether or not I'm going to be able to get a stain out. And this one I just think needs like a really good soak in OxiClean and a little spot remover, and I think she will look good as new. So adding this to that little collection. And then I also found this for that pastel, like that pinky collection, and this is from the 80s. I don't know if you guys remember that Positive Attitude brand, but this is like a linen top, and then the pants. It's like a high-waisted pant in a pink linen, and it's really cute. So somebody will snatch this up for sure. All right, and so this is your quintessential 80s color combo, and I love the pattern, but what really sold me is it's gauchos. Gauchos, I can't resist. Anytime I find gauchos, they're just going in my basket. So you're getting a little peek into my mind, my creative process. Okay, and if you've watched my previous video on print mixing, you'll remember that really bold, fun quilt coat that I had. So I found this yesterday. This quilted jacket, you guys, and I mean, it really looks like somebody made it by hand, and somebody like pinned these little shoulder pads in it. But look at the colors in this. It's so fun. And yeah, so I really will decide whether I'm going to keep this one for a while or pass it along already, but it's really cute. Okay, this I actually grabbed for myself. So this is not vintage. It's Universal Thread, that brand from Target, but it is really such a beautiful lightweight cotton semi-sheer fabrics, real flowy. I love the necktie on this because it's just really fun to play with neckties for bow. You know, you can do a bow. It's just fun for styling. And I love the flowiness of this blouse. You know, you can just do a little French tuck with jeans. I don't know, it's good. So I'm going to keep this one in my closet for a while, which is yet another example of secondhand first, you know, and it's not a vintage piece. It's modern. It's probably, I would guess, less than a year old. And I love it. Oh, this is another one that is not vintage, but it is made so well. It's Talbot's, but it is merino wool, and look at the detail on this. Like, this is going to be such a fun piece for somebody. It's going to be such a great layering piece. You could do so much with this one. I was really excited to find this. All right, moving back to vintage now. Whenever I'm in a thrift store, I always go straight to like the vintage nightgown, like kind of lingerie section, because I love to look there. I always find great stuff for the business, and people love lingerie dressing, and I love it too. I love taking a piece that someone would normally only wear in the bedroom and, you know, wearing it out, like using like a camisole under a blazer, or like, you know, a sheer pair of pajamas with like a bodysuit underneath. Just anything. It's very sexy, and it just is very edgy. So with that being said, this little sweet bed jacket, I'm going to see if I can get a little closer so you can see the detail. There's little embroidered flowers. There's lace around the collar. This would be so cute. It's just a top, or you could put a little tank under it. It's really cute. I love also the detail on the sleeves. And then this is really beautiful. So yes, was it designed to be a nightgown? Sure, but could this also be like an incredible slip dress? Absolutely. And then I love like the lace detail here. And I love that just scooped neckline. It's very sexy. You can put this on, wear a blazer over it, some little boots. I mean, it is so pretty. Okay, sweater coat. I can't resist them when I find them out in the wild. This one's from the 80s, and it's fully lined, and it's really heavy. But what I loved about this one really was the pattern and colors. It's got those like earthy browns, and it's just really good. I love it. All right, and this is like the last thing that I thrifted for, you know, with the business in mind, but then I was looking at it and I actually really love it. And so I might try this one on for myself, and I'll try it on, and if it fits, I'll put a picture of it right here. But I may keep this one for a while. It's a shirt dress. It buttons all the way up the front, but it's just like these colors are so good. Just so fall, so earthy. I love it. And so now we're getting to my goodies, the things I specifically bought for myself. And so I'm going to start with this vintage, oh gosh, I'm guessing this is from the 50s, Letterman's jacket. So I'm really into that kind of college campus prep look. I love that, you know, like the street style vibe, you know, things you're seeing with that right now. And it is also kind of a, you know, I did the video on the Ralph Lauren Western styling, but this is also kind of a throwback to like that Ralph Lauren Ivy League, you know, campus prep. So I might do that video in the future. But so this is my favorite color. It's blue, if you can't tell. And the M I loved because that is my birth name, Miller. And since my dad passed away almost a year ago, I don't know, I just thought it was very nostalgic and a little bit of a throwback to him. But I also have his actual letter from his high school jacket. You know, he went to a high school called Messick. And so at some point I'm going to add this onto something. I just haven't found the right piece yet, but I do love this. So I was really excited to find it. And again, another just campus prep staple, the traditional rugby shirt. So this is like Lands' End. I mean, it's not vintage, but it is really fun. It's really great. It's soft cotton. It's really broken in. And so I'm going to play with this and style this up. And I can feel the judgment coming from here when I show you this next piece, because if you did watch my Ralph Lauren Western style video, you know your girl loves some fringe, and I have a lot of fringe already. But when I saw this, I mean, I had to have it. So I got this fringe jacket yesterday. It's probably from the 60s, and it is really great. But what I love about it is more of it's fitted. So the other jackets that I have are pretty oversized because they're, you know, they're men's. And this one, although it is a men's, like when I put it on, it's really more fitted and it just has more shape. And so I'm not going to put it on over this because this is so bulky, but that was my, you know, that was my rationale behind purchasing yet another fringe jacket. And we're closing it out with these last two things. Oh, wait, I do have some shoes to show you as well. But I got this really worn-in bandana. So it's really color fasted and faded and soft, and I love that just for styling up. And then I got this really awesome leather tote. It's just such a great color, and it goes with everything. And honestly, I'm just realizing that if I'm going to be doing these videos anywhere besides my house, I need a really good, you know, stylish bag to put, you know, all of my things in, my gimbal, my microphones, like all the stuff. And this is going to be perfect for that. So that's really why I bought it. And so let me show you these shoes really quickly. So I also found these really sweet Agner heels, and I love the braided detail, the braided leather on these, and they're in great condition. And these are probably from the 80s. And a great heel, it is high, but it's a thicker heel, so it's not, probably a little bit easier to walk in. And then I got these vintage Cole Haan slide loafers, these mules. They're so pretty with that detail, and they've got that same oxblood color like the Agner shoes, and I just think they're really awesome. Somebody is going to snag these up and really love them. And oh, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Always one more thing, you guys. But this is actually something I got last weekend at a local shop here, and I can't wait to play with this and style it up. So it's a collar, and it's made out of just this kind of flannel plaid fabric. And I'm going to style this some way, very cute, and I'll show you when I do. But I'll just put it on as probably just like as an extra layer with necklaces or something. But it's adorable. I love all the colors in it. And so yeah, you have just gotten a look into my process when I'm sourcing for my business and thrifting. And I hope that it's been fun, and I really appreciate you watching this one and coming along with me on my first official, vlog. But I also hope it's really inspired you to get out there, go to the thrift store, spend some time, and find yourself some great pieces. In the meantime, please drop me a comment below. Let me know what your favorite thing was that I sourced from the thrift store on this trip. And if you want to check out my video on styling Ralph Lauren Western style, just using the things I already had in my closet, you can check out this video right here. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!